A very good evening to you viewers. Welcome to West Nile TV, lighting up the region. And this is The Real Talk with me, Ayot Lillian, every Saturdays from 9 to 10. We are always on your screen, hoping that you're having a very lovely weekend this Saturday and that we are recovering from the President's visit. This week marked the President's visit in West Nile, and I hope we're all recovering from that. But welcome back to this fresh edition of The Real Talk here on West Nile TV. Today we have a very interesting topic for discussion which you wouldn't want to miss, and our question for discussion is, why is single motherhood on the rise today in Uganda? Why do we have many single mothers? Like, the rate at which is increasing is so alarming. And today we have guests joining us, but want to dive into this discussion. You can be a part of this discussion by going to our West Nile YouTube channel, that is on West Nile TV, and you can be a part of this discussion. So when we talk about single motherhood, we are referring to mothers who single-handedly care and provide for their children without the support of their fathers. First and foremost, a salute to all the single mothers out there, because you're doing everything to ensure that you provide for the children, educate them, feed them, and all that. We salute you so much. That takes a lot of effort. And yes, single mothers are out there. We have sisters who are single mothers, our neighbors, and all that. We put this into two categories: mothers who have children from marriages, and also those who have never been married but they have children. Since I said our guests are here, and let's take this time to have them introduce themselves. Thank you so much for honoring our invitation to West Nile TV. Please introduce yourself to our dear viewers.
Thank you very much. First and foremost, I'm called MC Melan. Thank you very much. I appreciate you for hosting me today.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much.
Yes, Bishop? You don't need an introduction, but anyway, we'll still have your introduction.
I still remain, actually this is my third time, and I still remain Bishop Okot, the most talkative guy.
You will understand why he says he is the most talkative guy. Trust me, he is. So Bishop, let's start with you, the talkative guy. What's your understanding of single motherhood?
Thank you. If to define a single mother, these are people who take their own responsibilities without a man providing, and they make sure everything is done and it's in place. That is to my own understanding. And if you take at the rate at which we have single mothers, there are a lot of teenage single mothers being around. Most of them are teenagers, and the capability of that is the causes are many, and most times we as the girls are the causes.
Anyway, we're not blaming people here, but we shall come to that.
I'm not blaming, but I'm just trying to go to the heat of it, to my own understanding, just. But as a single mother, to my own understanding, like I said, it is just someone trying to take responsibilities from its angle without someone being supportive. Thank you.
Thank you so much for giving your own opinion of what a single mother, of who a single mother is. Melan, what's your understanding of single motherhood?
Thank you once again. Actually, according to me, a single mother is just a female who is actually, I don't know, it's actually self-explained already. A single mother is a female who is single, doing all the responsibilities, taking responsibility of a man, all on her side.
Okay.
Yeah.
basically playing the role of two, the role of a father
Exactly.
and a mother at the same time.
Exactly.
And that's why I say we are saluting all the single mothers today. You know, parenting is a very difficult thing, and it becomes, you know, more challenging when it's only one person taking on the role. Yeah, we have single fathers out there, but statistics shows that we have more single mothers compared to single fathers. And what's alarming is that the numbers has gone so high in, you know, this time it has gone so high, and especially among the youth. Let's take the youth. I don't know why, but Bishop could better explain why that is so.
That is so interesting. And the reasons why these days we have a lot of single mothers is that, you know, they are basically, I put them out of excitement. To my own understanding, you see the rate at which we are having a lot of single mothers is that sometimes we are too excited with life, and at some point we are not ready to handle what we can. You find someone taking responsibilities when the person has nothing to do at hand.
Okay.
And when you have nothing to do at hand, you find that it's very hard for you to take other responsibilities.
True.
So life makes us too excited, and we feel as if when we're in courtship, we can handle other things. If you take most youths nowadays, they get into courtship at an early age. You find someone who is 13 years is already in courtship with someone who is 24, 19 years. And most of them do student relationships, by the way.
Student relationships, yeah. That's true.
Most of them do that because these are people who cannot take care of their responsibilities. And you find, out of excitement, you're getting yourself into something you cannot manage. So at the end of the day, when you hit up yourself with issues, you find that it's very hard for the person who has got into the issue to handle responsibilities. So everything goes back to the parents.
So would it be right to blame the rise of single motherhood on the negligence of men?
To me, I blame both sides.
Okay.
I can't blame the men alone because you can't be in courtship alone. You started from another foundation, and the same foundation takes you to where you're supposed to be. And sometimes it's a choice. It's not your own making. I mean, it's not someone's own making. It's your choice. You feel like, I should do this. Maybe I can manage this. And two, you may accidentally get pregnant. Maybe you never wanted. By the way, before I go to that, these days it's very hard for ladies to know that they're pregnant.
Why is that so?
To my own extent, these young girls, out of excitement, like you go, you take your time at some guy's place, you may enjoy your night, have your time, but at the end of the day, you will not know what happened. But it's us, the guys, who sometimes understand that there's something wrong. So, most times, people go for this kind of things without protection, whereby you find it's very, 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 very hard for you to understand what you had.
And that is one of the biggest problems we have, that the young people get into sex. Like, they don't want to use protection or any other, ways that could prevent pregnancy. They just do things like that without thinking about the consequences.
They don't even think. They don't think twice.
So would my question still be right that we blame it on the negligence of the men?
Not men.
So let me ask Melan, posing that same question to you, MC Melan, would we say that we blame the increase in the number of single motherhood on the negligence of men?
Actually, I wouldn't love to be negative on one side.
Okay.
I would say at least 90% I blame it on men for best reasons known to me. Okay, I wouldn't say it's only on the other side. I blame women 10%, but I blame men more. the 90% I blame on men for reasons best known to me, like I said. So I'm not actually here trying to debate about this, trying to take the negative side on men. Of course, everything has its merits and demerits. So I actually, personally, me myself, I take the blame basically on men.
Wow, reasons best known to her. I'm sure our viewers would love to know some of the reasons that you're talking about. But it's a common practice that these days we have many single mothers. Like some, he said, are by choice and some are not by choice. A typical example of a girl who conceives and tells the boyfriend that she's pregnant, but then the boyfriend tells her that he's not ready to take responsibility, so tells the lady to terminate the pregnancy. And this is a lady who refuses to terminate the pregnancy, so she decides to keep it and ends up being a single mother. So that is just one of the stories that our young mothers are going through, our single mothers have experienced, and more are yet to experience if we do not talk about this. Well, so what are some of the reasons that the factors that are leading to increase in number of single motherhood? There's something you're not talking about.
Today I got up myself being very happy because of the topic you brought forward. You see, there are so many reasons, by the way, that we are having the rising number of teenage mothers, like single mothers. Let me use that word. But 70% of these single mothers are teenagers. Let me not talk about the adults. Let me talk about the teenagers. These ongoing school kind of students, mostly girls. Like I said before, the type of kind of courtship nowadays we have these student courtships. We don't have that most important kind of courtship. At the end of the day, you find we are falling in love with people who are not responsible. And the rate of age, the merit of age is just from 29 below. People who cannot cater for responsibilities. Out of excitement, you're already in love with someone who gives you 10,000, 20,000 a day. Maybe once in a week, but you don't know where this person gets all this from. You don't have the clear source, but you're already excited that I have a guy who can provide for me. At the end of the day, this is someone who cannot take care of you when problems are there. That is one thing. So the second one is group influence. At the end of the day, you are like being in a group whereby everyone knows I have a guy they talk about. My guy does this, does that, does this. So you find that there are few who are chosen amongst the group who will come and tell you, your guy is responsible, like he can manage this. So you take that as an advantage, like I don't want to lose this guy, but let me get myself into sheets. So you find that you get yourself into sheets. At the end of the day, you find out this is someone who cannot handle you. And 3, I blame men a little bit, these young ones. These are people who are not ready to take responsibilities, whether you like it or not. Their mindset is just having feelings, being satisfied. So at the end of the day, when they mess up with you, it is very, very hard for them to make decisions.
Like they don't want to know about the consequences or anything afterwards.
They don't. So these are things that at some point happened to me when I was growing up. I always love talking about giving examples.
Okay.
So these are things that at some point like happened to me when I was at school, and I started dating when I was in senior 1. So at the end of the day, mine never happened like that. So I got myself out of excitement like I was in a relationship. So when I was in a relationship, I was too excited. So my girl could give me morale of other things, but I was like, no, this is not the right time to do things.
Okay.
It's not the right time to make decisions. One, I was hinting about the future. How will my future be, and how will our future be when I mess up? So at the end of the day, when I refused to do what the girl wanted me to do, she got mad.
She got mad at you.
Yeah, she got mad at me. Then I told her, this is not the right time.
Okay.
So I had to guide her, but as I told right now, she's someone who is responsible. I respect her, we meet and we great.
So you saved us.
So I saved her a little bit. So at the end of the day, what hits us most is we are always not understanding what we get ourselves into. It is a choice, and it's not by mistake. People just get excited because of what they have. And the third one is, as we still hit the grow, sometimes people fail to lose what they have. By the way, when you're in a relationship, when someone is important to you, you pick very hard that I should not lose this person. So you get yourself into shit. So it happens.
Well, it could be that some of the reasons contributing to the increase in the number of single mothers today. But one that is controversial is that girls getting pregnant to trap men. And that it has been a very controversial topic for discussion, that some girls actually conceive in order to trap men, thinking that if they conceive for this guy will get to marry them, you know, settle with them, and then they start a family. But in the end, you find out that this guy is not ready. He could even be married, and this is someone who doesn't want to take responsibility, someone who doesn't want to know. So turning to you, MC Melan, let's talk about us girls. What are some of the reasons, how do we get ourselves as girls into single motherhood?
Thank you once again. I would love to say single mothers, either by choice or circumstances, it's okay. But one thing, actually, me personally, I've witnessed as being single parents in this society. I actually looked at when apparently this is not about love, you know, there's no love. Most times this is okay. Let me go straight to the point. Peer pressure is one thing. Most ladies in this town, in this society, not only this society, there are a lot of ladies outside there, especially the teenagers outside there, they actually look at men as their source of income. At the moment, they look at it as source of income, not knowing who this person is. For example, you can call me, someone just calls you, you know what, I have this and this, come. You find a girl going, and the girl goes for this without knowing who she is going to and what is going for.
So she just gets lured by money.
Just like that. And then you find at the end of the day, these men, they're nowhere to be seen. You find this girl weeping and crying, I'm pregnant. At the end of the day, who do you blame? Do you blame the man? No, you don't blame the man. Okay, you blame the man. But at other point, I also look at lust, because most of these men look at these ladies as, I don't know how to say this, but men actually get attracted to ladies. Just like I said, there is no love. There is no love. Men go for these ladies just to sleep with them, but at the end of the day, the ladies get nothing. They end up getting pregnant. Okay? At the other point, I look at family background, maybe demands and so forth. These ladies, they go out there at the interest of dating, a relationship, okay? Because these parents at home push them. They push them to get these things. Of course, if you can't provide for your girl, if you can't provide for your kid. Of course, she goes out looking at the man she is dating. Of course, she knows she can get 10,000 at the end of the day, 2,000 maybe to buy parts for herself or something to eat. Of course, backgrounds are very different. So I look at this as at the same time, these men don't tell these girls what to do. At the end of the day, if they know they're going to give these girls 10,000, of course they give them the 10,000, they sleep with them. The next time they call, at the end of the day, you see these men don't care.
After getting all they want,
they don't care. They don't. So this actually leads to being a single parent. You get something for something, at the end of the day the other something is missing and you're the something left alone. So that's according to me.
Okay, that is so very emotional. It's very, very emotional right there. She talks about ladies, going into, let's say, having sex with these older guys, maybe guys who can give the money to get the providence. Yeah, some are forced into some of these things, but then what do you do after having sex with such a person? Like, you've not taken pills, you've not protected, then you leave yourself. Like he said, most ladies don't actually know that they have conceived, so you just find out that you have a kid. Now you're caught up between terminating the kid or taking the kid to the man who is responsible. Then this man also ends up denying this whole pregnancy, and then you find yourself in that kind of situation, but you want to keep the pregnancy. So that's how some of us ladies end up being single mothers. Thank you for staying with us for this discussion. This is still West Nile TV, Real Talk, with me, Ayot Lillian, every Saturdays from 9 to 10. Let's go on for a short commercial break. We'll see you back.
West Nile TV, lighting up the region.
Get more for less on Star Times this Easter season. Cartoon channel for best children entertainment. New global series. Local drama on Mercula TV and football all around the world. Simply make weekly or monthly subscription and enjoy upgrade to the next bouquet. For classic or super bouquet customers, subscribe for a month and enjoy 5 days extra. Family time with Star Times. Star Times is regulated by UCC.
West Nile TV, lighting up the region.
Welcome back from that short break. This is West Nile TV, lighting up the region, and this is the Real Talk with me, Ayot Lillian. Like I said, every Saturdays from 9 to 10. Thank you, Director Elliot on the cameras there, and producer Aldo there. Thank you so much. Welcome back. We're still on the topic for discussion, that is, why is single motherhood on the rise? We have discussed at length with our guests here. You can be a part of this discussion by going on our YouTube channel on West Nile TV and leave a comment there. Thank you so much. So we're still on the discussion. Let us look at poor parenthood, because someone talks about parents not guiding their girls very well on what to do, how to conduct themselves, how to go about some of these things. So some of these girls just go messing around, getting pregnant, and at the end of it all, maybe messed up with a married man who doesn't want to take responsibility, so they end up alone. And the question is, do you think poor parenthood contributes to rise in this single motherhood?
Thank you. My colleague was talking about ladies going out for money. I had some experience to.
Okay, please share.
There was a time I called this friend of mine. She actually called me. She told me I should assist her with something little. And then I had my appointment with her. I told her I really want to meet you and talk to you because I don't really understand the life you're living. So she took the opportunity and met me. We had a long discussion. Then after the long discussions, I told her, I asked her a question, why do you always people talk bad about you, you're always with men. If you go out, you don't sleep home, you're always out. Anytime when a man comes across, you're always there with the man. How she answered me was so kindly and so hurting. She told me, Okot, I go and sleep with men. At the end of the day, when I come clubbing, I go home with any guy simply because I want money. The reasons why I go there is when I sleep at the end of the day, I wake up in the morning, this guy gives me 20,000, 10,000, which helps me outside here at the end of the day to feed the family. Then I told the lady, is that not too big for you to handle? And is that not too big for you to handle? Because at the end of the day, what are you going to achieve at the end of the day? You will not achieve anything. Why don't you go down and settle yourself up? So sometimes, as he said, it's a condition at home that makes us, or that makes the ladies to move out. Yeah, we may have parents, but our parents can't sometimes afford our needs. That is one thing, they can't. So they will tell you, struggle hard, move, do something. But if you take most of these teenage mothers, these are senior 4 dropouts, P7, senior 3-2, simply because their parents can't afford. So that is one. Two, as I say, these are peer groups. Everyone wants to live a standard nowadays. You want to show off because my friend is already there at some stage. Maybe my friend has a sugar daddy who provides for her everything.
I also want a sugar daddy.
You also want a sugar daddy. You want to hit yourself there. So at the end of the day, it is nothing for nothing. You have to go for something. So you told me, when you hit up very hard, you've been chewing my money. And you hit so very hard. And most of these sugar daddies, these are not single people. These are married people. They just play you for fun. Because the money is already there. Who doesn't like money? People like money. So when I get what I want out of you, at the end of the day, you suffer the consequences. You understand? So, thirdly, to answer your questions, you see, our parents sometimes they try. No matter how hard things are, no matter how poor you are, they always try their best to bring up their kids. So sometimes when we come out, we always move out from home, the society is different. So how life hits you, it's how you take it, it's how you hold it. So I think parents are trying their level best. It's not only the parents that are supposed to be blamed. So I take the whole thing about the lifestyle you choose.
Wow, it's about the lifestyle you choose. I love one point that you hinted though, where these girls move out with these sugar daddies. You know, it's true, most of these sugar daddies are married, and someone says we should blame the married men, because most of these married men have side chicks. They have wives at home, and then they have all these side chicks, and whom they're not ready to settle with. They're just playing with these girls, like you said. So Melan, we have looked at some of these things. As a lady, what advice would you give to young girls out there so that they don't end up being in the state that we're talking about?
Actually, one thing I would like to tell my fellow girls: try to do something to keep yourself busy. For example, most of the girls in the society, they don't like hard work. They like easy things. They like ready-made food. You get? Of course, waking up very early. Okay, I was trying to talk to a friend, I think 2 weeks ago. This girl, a friend, she came to me and told me, you know what, I think I'm tired of doing everything I've done. I asked her, what do you mean? She told me she has done all the things that she has done to get money. Then I asked her, do you think it's the right way for you always to get money? Then she told me that's the exact point she's talking about. I didn't dig so much into that. Okay, I didn't dig so much into that, but I tried asking myself. I got her point, what exactly she was talking about. I sat her down. I told her, you know what, first of all, you are a single parent. She is a single mother. She actually got to be a single mother because of some of the factors that we have mentioned, we have talked about. Then I told her, at least get something. Even if it is 2,000, at least go for it. At least at the end of the day, it puts food on your table than waiting for ready-made food that is not yours. It never lasts for long. Those kind of money, the money you get today, the 10,000 you get today, tomorrow, is actually not right. The money you get, the 2,000 you get today, tomorrow, the next day, is actually better than the money someone gives you only for a day, only today. It doesn't last for long. At least you can work. Tomorrow we're going for work, at least I can get my 5,000, my 10,000 to put food on my table. But you don't think about tomorrow. You don't think about tomorrow. What you think about is today. So I really would love if every girl will do things for themselves, at least. Keep yourself busy, do something, even if it's not work. Keep yourself at home. Live peer pressure. It doesn't really take you nowhere. It doesn't.
Okay, that's a very beautiful one coming from MC Melan to the ladies out there. Whether you're a single mother or you're a girl, you should always keep yourself occupied. Get something to do, and some kind of money, so that you don't be going out, to someone to give you money for doing this, for doing that. In short, be independent. And we should make it clear that some of these women are single mothers because their spouses died. Some separated, some are divorced, and we are focusing on the young who are not married. Actually, they're single mothers, but due to some circumstances. So Bishop, as we wind up, kindly put out a word of advice to guys, because we said we cannot blame the ladies and we are not blaming them, but then both parties contributed this. So what piece of advice would you give to the young men out there, and also to girls and to our single mothers?
Let me start with the men. You see, in life, there are always so many things you need to look at. If you have a choice in life, you get to where you want to be. But if you're looking at every angle you choose from, you never get where you want to be. I was actually on some radio today talking about entrepreneurship. One of my colleagues was like, these days, youths, they don't know what to do. They don't know what they want for life.
Exactly, because most of us on TikTok,
Yes. You find
online.
someone buying a data, the whole day the person is just on media, doing nothing. And he's renting a house of 50,000 maybe within town. All he knows is he dresses smart, comes and confuses us here. We think he has something in the pocket, but at the end of the day, if you check him, he has nothing.
Just nothing.
So you find that at the right time, this is someone who's supposed to be looking around, moving around to search for what to do, because there are a lot of things youth could be doing by now to be earning. But if you take, unfortunately, they don't know what to do. And they always like white collar jobs. So, to my fellow men, you see, we have a future, we have a goal to chase. If you're someone who is serious like me, you will know what to do. And two, don't look down, put your head high. Stop getting yourself into courtship whereby you can't manage. At least settle yourself first as a man, find what to do, then you can start up growing up with someone's daughter or messing up. Growth is the most important thing if you know your standard. And if you are at the age of 30, my friend, don't go for these girls who are 18. Don't go for these girls who are 13. These are ladies who cannot motivate you in anything. No, they cannot motivate you in anything. And don't put in your mind that I want to get married to a lady who's not working. If you're dating someone, be a motivator. If you're dating a girl who is still in school, tell this girl, you know, the future holds fast.
So you encourage
this girl to fast study. And if you're dating a girl who is not studying, you tell this girl, better do something. Let's get for you something, keep yourself busy. At the end of the day,
men think like that.
they are 10%, not all of them, but now I'm just saying, in case your girlfriend is outside there doing nothing, encourage her, let her do something, because there is no one like me. I'm not ready to marry a lady who is not working, who's coming just to be a mother at home. But I always tell my girl, you work hard, because here I'm also chasing my goals. At the end of the day, we should be doing the best thing better for our future. And to the girls, just the same advice. Let's go out and hustle. Let's stop expecting too much from other side. Let's do our own things. There are a lot of jobs nowadays if you take. Create your own. Don't be searching around. Look for something, get an idea, build up friendship who can motivate you into doing something. Not these friends who are going to tell you, let's go there, let's have there. See, there, you be chasing those things. You get it?
But
Yes, these days ladies, most ladies chase birthdays because they love them. So at the end of the day, that is one thing you need to avoid. Build up friends who have connections. At least they can hit you somewhere to earn you something you can do. Don't look at men at the end of the day. So to my single mothers, you see, that is already a job. If you have a kid, that is a job. But rather, work hard, get something to do. Don't make your kid to be a lousy kid. But rather, let yourself own yourself, be as an example to the kid, so that the kid cannot end like you. Work hard.
thank you so much for those words. We appreciate, and I hope that our viewers have gotten a word or two from today's discussion. We're saying being a single mother is not a crime, because some of us find ourselves there because they're widowed, others are divorced, others are separated. But then we emphasize on these young mothers, these young girls who are single because maybe they lacked direction at some point, or just got themselves, you know, there by circumstance. But we are saying that you should focus like they said, get something to do to keep yourself busy, so that you don't go maybe getting something here and there, and then you conceive and find yourself in a situation where you wouldn't want to be. But we're saying kudos to all the single mothers out there for working hard, for trying to make it, for trying to take care of your kids and standing tall and doing all that you can do. And we urge our men to be more responsible. Do not engage into any sexual activities with any girl if you're not ready to get married, or if you're not ready to take responsibility, because everything you do bears consequences. We should be careful in whatever thing we do, so that we see that we reduce on the number of single mothers that is on the rise. Thank you so much for staying with us. This is the Real Talk, like I said, with me, Ayot Lillian. Every Saturdays from 9 to 10 we have a comment on YouTube from Mangozu Muhammad, who says mistrust among the partners. So I'll take that like you know, you've been together and then your partner conceives and you'll be like, this kid is not mine, and then you end up separating, things of that sort. But we should learn to trust each other, because then the consequences falls on the kid. You know, they suffer the consequences. Thank you so much, all those who are appreciating, all those who are commenting. Thank you for the love. That is Camelo Okwe, says well done. Thank you so much, and thanks for watching. Every Saturday we come to your screen on West Nile TV. Thank you so much, and that is it for today's episode. Hoping that you catch us again next Saturday here on West Nile TV. Thank you so much, MC Melan and Bishop Okot. It has been a very lively discussion, and with you viewers, those who could not send in their points, I hope that you help our sisters in our community to help change someone's life. See you. Stay tuned for Late Night here on West Nile TV with Simon. Thank you, Elliot, for being behind the camera, and Aldo, our producer. See you again next Saturday.